We are set to bring you baseball from one of the crown jewels of the sport, venerable Wrigley Field in Chicago. Today, Game 2 of this 4-game set between the Washington Nationals and the Chicago Cubs. Stay tuned for Cubs baseball next. John Lackey gets the starting nod for the Cubs in this one. What do we need to know here, EK?
Well, guys, take a look at that whip. Around 1.3, which is pretty much league average. So he's been very serviceable all year long.
Ben Revere makes his way to the plate, and we are ready for some daytime baseball.
The afternoon for Washington, center fielder Ben Revere.
Into the seats, 0-1.
First pitch, 120.
Lackey looks in. Here's the 0-1. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Liner towards second, but an atom ball right to him for the first out. And here's how the Nats line up in this one. What do they need to do to get a win on the road here today, Steve?
Well, you know, guys, I think this one could be a slugfest. If you get to the starter early and you continue to beat up on that bullpen, goodness, you could score a ton of runs.
Daniel Murphy will dig in. Currently 5th in the National League in batting to begin play.
And not bad for a second baseman. There are some good ones, but second base isn't typically where you'd expect to have one of your best hitters.
First pitch of the at-bat. Cut fastball taken for strike one. EK, one of your old ball clubs, the Cubs, as they take the field here this afternoon. Boy, the last few weeks have not been kind to them, to say the least, as they're working on trying to end a double-digit losing streak.
And to make matters worse, they've got to square off against one of the best pitchers in the game, so it's not going to be easy to turn things around here. A couple of hard-hit balls here to start the inning. The first one found a glove, but not this one, though. He's on with a one-out single.
Bryce Harper will stand in as he'll enter play 4th in the National League batting race.
And he has a top 5 slugging percentage as well, so there's a lot of extra base hits to go along with that stellar average.
He's set, and the pitch. That's yanked into the stands, strike one. Oh, 1, here's the pitch. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
And that's about where he'll sit with that fastball, 93, 94. And that's plenty hard enough to blow it by guys when you need to.
Runner at first here, 1 man out. Grounder down the line at third. One there. Back to Rizzo, and they get out of it here. A double play to retire the side. Around the horn they go. 5-4-3 to end the threat. It's on to the bottom of the first. No score on the show. Mack is on the mound for game 2. EK, what do you got?
Well, guys, you take a look at that ERA. He has not been good this year. Got to throw a lot better, and hopefully he can start doing that in this one.
Well, there you see Dexter Fowler, as he'll be the one to commence the action in the bottom half of the first.
Center fielder Dexter Fowler.
Sends that one out of play for strike one. Here's the 0-1. Tries to shave the corner with that pitch, but it's 1-1. EK, these Nationals, as they take the field here today, they come in looking to make it 2 in a row, as they were winners last time out.
Yeah, and you look back to that last game, you'll take production like that anytime you can get it. It makes a starter's life easier. Heck, it makes your whole staff breathe easier.
Gets the sign. Here comes the 2-1. To 2-2 now.
Doing a good job right there of tying him up inside. Got in on his hands that time before he could get that barrel through the zone.
Fastball didn't miss by much, and it's a full count now, 3-2.
Yeah, after that last swing, I would have thought they'd go right back in, but that's actually not a bad location because I doubt he was looking for something out there.
Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Full count, here it comes. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out. And now time to check how Joe Madden has lined the Cubbies up in this one. How do they get back into the win column, Psycho?
Well, Matt, this team has elite speed, so all you have to do is keep the ball on the ground, focus on hitting line drives, and play small ball.
Jason Hayward will dig in, and this season certainly hasn't been all that kind to him as he enters play with the average down in the 230s. Now there's a changeup to start him out, but it drops low and away for ball one. So let's take a peek at the officiating crew in this one. Behind the plate is Kenny Jansen.
Well, Matt, there is some feeling that Jansen can struggle occasionally with pitches on the corners. I've seen both hitters and pitchers be confused by his calls on the black at times, so we'll see if that shows up in this one.
On to first, and Scherzer's on a roll now, 2 away. And with a quick breather here, let's take a look at how the Nats will align themselves defensively. It's brought to us by Majestic. Eric?
Well, guys, we get to watch one of the best all-around players in the game in Bryce Harper. What he does defensively, he's got great speed, got an absolute cannon for an arm, and he's very aggressive, has not met a wall that he doesn't want to run through.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Kyle Schwarber is in with 2 away as he takes a ball, 1-0. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. Hit to first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. After 1, no score. Jason Worth makes his way to the plate. He'll get us started here in the top of the second.
Jason Worth.
Lackey's ready. First pitch on its way. Check swing and a pop-up now to the left side. Bryant is there, and he's got it, and it's a first pitch out to begin the second. With a moment now, let's take a look at the Cubs' alignment on defense. It's brought to us by Majestic. Any thoughts, Eric?
Well, guys, they have a man on the mound, high ERA. That usually means there's a lot of hard hit balls, so this defense, they're going to have to be ready with that leather out there.
Anthony Rendon will stand in, and he was a big part of the win last night as he contributed 3 hits to his guys' effort. First delivery to him on the way. Hit to third. Bryant is up with it. Throw to first gets him, and Lackey looks to be in control here. There are 2 away.
He's going right through him here in the second. That's 2 pitches and 2 outs. And, you know, quick innings like this early on, that can really pay off later in the game.
Clint Robinson will get his first shot here, and you can see he's got that average up near the .330 mark to begin play.
And that is huge for him, too. This is a contract year for him, so he'd love to take those great numbers straight to the negotiating table.
A bit high there. A ball and no strikes. Now a fastball for a called strike. It's 1-1.
And he's showing some real life with that fastball. That's a great spot on a 1-0 pitch.
That's in there on the outer half. 1-2 now.
Now you can't look for a specific pitch. You just got to protect the plate.
No score here as we play inning number 2. 2-2 now with 2 away and the base is empty. A little late on the fastball, but he's able to spoil that one off, and he'll get another chance. Here's a high pop-up. LaStella is there for it. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. A strong inning that time out of John Lackey. It remains 0-0. Will stand in, and he wasn't alone in wearing the collar in last night's ball game, in which the team could muster all of 1 run.
Well, it seems like it's going from bad to worse. He had a bad day yesterday, and he's hitting under 200 in his last 10.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Line toward the alley in left center. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. The relay, and it's in time. He's out at second as a good relay gets him.
Posed. Well, you know what? You got to like the hustle, but you've also got to know your outfielder's arms out there. This never had a shot of succeeding, and he gets caught running himself into a pretty avoidable out.
Here's Tommy LaStella now, as Scherzer's able to move ahead of him with strike 1.
That's just a great spot for the fastball against a hitter like this. Just off the plate enough to make him offer, but not good enough that he can do anything with it.
That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. Here's the 1-1 delivery. And he'll fall behind now to 1-2. The 1-2 pitch. And a fastball blew it right by him, and they're 2 down.
Pretty evident here that they weren't going to give this guy anything to pull in this at-bat. I mean, the guy has such quick hands through the pitch inside. But you're going to see that all 4 of these pitches on the outer half of the plate, and he just can't adjust to any of them.
Chris Bryant will stand in now, still struggling to get anything going offensively.
Well, his batting average is ugly, and his last 10 games have been ugly. Just 2 hits in his last 10.
Into the windup and the pitch. Squared that one up just a little late. Oh, and 1 count and the pitch. Good curveball. Strike 2.
And you kind of get the sense that he's not really messing around out there too much. There hasn't been a whole lot of setting guys up here in this inning. He's just trying to get himself back into that dugout as fast as he can.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And he couldn't get him to chase the 0-2 fastball. It's 1-2.
Good high fastball. Maybe something to try and change the eye level there. And now, I might anticipate another slider down in the zone, maybe even in the dirt.
Bottom of the second here with no score. And he'll try to entice him with the changeup here, but it dips below the knees. It's 2-2. All even at 2-2. Here it is. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Cubs are down in order. We'll move to the third with no score. It's a great day for baseball here in Chicago as we welcome you back to Baseball on the Show from Wrigley Field. Back with Eric Karros and Steve Lyons, Matt Vasgersian. Here as it's Wilson Ramos that gets set to lead off the Nationals half of the inning. Lackey gets the sign. Here comes the first pitch. Too high that time with the inning's first pitch. Hits ball one.
I think that's consistent with how the strike zone gets called nowadays. That's a strike in the rule book, but most umpires won't give you that pitch anymore.
This one's a strike. It's 1-1.
That's one of those fastballs that just never feels like it's going to be a strike. It's up at the letters, and that's a tough one to do anything with.
And he looks at one in there, 1-2. Hit high and deep out there to left center field. Back goes Fowler, still ranging back. He gets there to make the play for the first out of the inning.
Well, I thought at first that this was going to be a tougher play than it wound up being. You can see him turn and run straight back towards the wall here in center field, but he gets back there in plenty of time to make the play.
Danny Espinosa will stand in, hoping for a reversal of fortune here as he's seen that average drop precipitously these past 10 ball games. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And that misses inside, 1-0. Third inning, no score to this point. Swung on and missed, 1-1.
This is the thing that's so impressive about this guy. He'll show you that good breaking ball, but then he'll run that fastball up the ladder at 92, 93.
Yanked on the ground down the line. And a sliding attempt at first, but this sneaks by him, a base hit.
Yeah, that's definitely a hit all the way, but let's check out the attempt here at first base. I think maybe if he stretches out, he could have knocked this ball down, but instead you see that ball get on him just a little too quickly there as he gives it the sliding effort, but I think that ball was headed for right field all the way.
Standing in now, Max Scherzer, wanting to avoid the double play here as he gets this one down. To second for one.
Yeah, you want to put this down to the right side, force that first baseman to field it, but That ball is butted just way too hard, so that's a good decision defensively to go ahead and take the force at second.
Here's Ben Revere. Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. The 0-1 pitch. On the ground up the middle. And that's through for a base hit. Make him 1 for 2 in this one.
I tell you, when you're on a hot streak like this guy's been on, everything you touch turns to gold. I mean, this is not a particularly great swing. It's not hit hard at all, but sure enough, it finds a hole, and at average, it'll climb a few more points.
Daniel Murphy stands in with 2 on and 2 out here in the third.
And you know, some guys just get better with runners in scoring position and 2 outs. This is a big at-bat for him right here, even though it's still early.
And he falls behind 0-2. To short, hit hard. And that's through into left, a base hit. Throw comes in quickly here, and that'll prevent the runner at third from testing things here.
3 hits now in the inning. He's pretty fortunate this one doesn't score a run, and that's going to load the bases now with 2 away, so it might take a 4th hit here to put something on the board.
Bryce Harper will stand in now, and suddenly the bases are loaded here with 2 away.
Yeah, this sort of came out of nowhere, didn't it? But when you've got a guy reeling out there like he really doesn't know what hit him, boy, it's time to put the pedal down.
First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. Lays off a fastball that doesn't miss by much, and it's 2-0.
Well, he's starting to put himself into a no-win situation. Obviously, you don't want to walk home a run, but you can't just throw a cookie in there because he could bring in 4 with 1 swing.
3-0 now.
Take sign?
That would be a take sign.
And no doubt about this one, it's in there, 3-1.
Yeah, a much better pitch there than the one he threw on 2-0.
2 out, bases loaded. Now this is on the ground to second. Is he going to get out of this? Over to first. He does get out of it, and the inning is over. A golden opportunity to get on the board here goes for naught. Back for more from the north side after this. Javier Baez digs into the box in the bottom of inning number 3.
The shortstop, Javier Baez.
And he lays off there, 1-0. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Fastball got him to swing through it. It's 1-1.
Yeah, sometimes you give a power hitter like this a fastball at eye level, and he just can't help himself.
One pitch is a slider that's cut on and missed for strike 2.
And I think he'll keep riding that pitch until these guys prove they can do something with it.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning. So with one gone here in the inning, it's time to check out the Cubs' upcoming schedule so you can plan your week around staying at home and watching Cubs baseball here with us. David Ross will stand in, getting the start here despite being out of the lineup last night. First pitch on its way. First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike. And you figure to see that change up more and more as this day progresses.
And the first time through the lineup, you want these guys to know that you've got this pitch in your arsenal. Sometimes pitchers want to hold on to pitches and not show everything right away, but here you want these guys to be thinking, I know he's got that changeup, so I'd better not sit on the fastball too often.
Bottom of inning number 3, 0-0 our score. Way outside. 1-2.
Well, you know, when you're behind an account like this, it's all about changing your approach at the plate. You got to shorten up a little bit and just look to put the ball in play.
And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
I smell another changeup coming here before too long.
Could even be right here.
Still 2-2. One out, nobody on. And another foul ball. A 2-2 count. Here's the pitch. And this is swung on and missed. His 5th strikeout already, and there are 2 gone in the inning.
And remember now, he finished off the previous inning with back-to-back strikeouts. And now he started this inning with 2 more. So he's really got it working out there now.
Into the box, John Lackey. As he'll take a look at a high strike that time, it's 0-1.
Now that he's fully loose out there, you can see he's getting a little more zip on that fastball than he had coming out of the gate.
And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. 2 out, nobody on. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
This guy is almost no threat up at the plate. I mean, you could get away with fastballs right down the middle if you wanted to.
Two balls and a strike. Here it is. And a swing as the bat goes flying toward the third base dugout, but it looks like everybody was able to duck for cover. A pretty dangerous spot for that one.
I don't think it was by design. It's one thing to miss your spots out of the zone, but when you miss in the zone, especially up, that's when you tend to get hurt.
And a full count as that misses. It's 3-2 now.
Boy, you have got to make this guy swing the bat here on this next pitch. This is not the guy you want to lose.
Looking to set down the side on strikes. Here it comes. And he misses here, ball 4. And somehow he manages to walk his opposite number. Wow.
Wow, just a great at-bat right there. Simple as that. Patient, laid off some tough pitches. He was rewarded.
Dexter Fowler will stand in here. He was set down on strikes to start the home first.
You just don't like to get beat on a fastball in that situation. I got to believe they'll go right after him again.
Starts him with a good rising fastball there for strike one.
Yeah, and that's the swing of a guy hoping for a first pitch curveball right there. If he gets it, he hammers it. If not, he's about 3 feet too late.
Swinging a ball hit on the ground. And as it turns out, the 2-out walk doesn't come around to haunt him as that ends the inning. Cubs strand one. We'll head to the fourth, still scoreless. Jason Worth is ready here as we begin the top of the fourth.
Well, they still aren't even on the board yet, so this leadoff guy needs to get on so they can manufacture a run.
Lackey steps into the windup. Here it comes.
Nope.
Fastball too high to start him out here, 1-0. Not much to shout about for either team here as we start the fourth inning, 0-0.
Yeah, I think we kind of knew that pitching might take the upper hand here. Maybe not to this extent, but both guys have really thrown the ball well.
Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. One and two now as that one's fouled off. They try to come in with the fastball, but it's too far in, and it's even at 2-2.
A lot of righty pitchers will throw that two-seamer to right-handed hitters. Make sure that pitch gets inside instead of staying out over the plate. That one ran just a little too much to catch the point.
And a base hit, so the leadoff man is on to begin the inning.
Yeah, nothing too special about a ground ball single up the middle here, but if you keep putting the ball in play like they've been doing, good things have a tendency to happen. We'll see if this gets them started.
Anthony Rendon stands in. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out. Now there goes Worth. He slaps that one away, and the count will be 0-1. Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1. And he takes one off the inside corner for ball two. No runs, 5 hits, and no errors so far for the Nationals. Chopped weakly to the left. Bryant with the bare hand. Got him.
Picked him up. Nice play. Oh, man, what a terrific play right there. That ball was rolling, and it stayed low, so he had to bend all the way over to make a barehanded grab, then a quick release, a nice throw to first in time to get the runner. You can expect to see that on highlight reels for a couple days at least now.
Into the box now, Clint Robinson, as he'll take a look at a pitch too low. It's ball one. Pitching has the upper hand early as we're scoreless in inning number 4. That's wide, 2-0. And there's the first strike, 2-1. Pulled toward right center field. Catch made out there in right center as the runner will tag from second. And he's up to third safely now with 2 gone in the inning.
Yeah, this ball's hit high enough that he can go back and tag at second base. So that's a good job of moving up the extra 90 feet now with 2 outs.
Into the box, Wilson Ramos. He flew out in his last at-bat. And that misses, ball one.
Counts 1-0.
That evens it up, 1-1. Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Fowler on the run. And the inning is over. Stick around because Jason Hayward will lead things off when we come back. On to the bottom of the fourth now, still with no score. And there is Jason Hayward. He'll start things out here in a tie ball game.
Number 22.
First offering on its way. Trying to work that slider to the outer half, but it misses 1-0. Fastball in there for a strike. 92 on the radar gun that time. One of the things that makes him so tough to hit, the ability to put his pitches right on the black.
Yeah, I mean, you watch the catcher's glove on some of these, and it literally does not move. That's how good his stuff is.
Up high, 2-1 now.
One strike, count.
He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
Oh, I think he'd be real happy with a leadoff walk. Something just to get things started against this guy.
Into his motion. Here comes the 3-1. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. After it is Revere. One down.
Now batting, left fielder, Kyle Schwarber.
Digging in, Kyle Schwarber. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. And he'll hold off on the slider here to start the at-bat. It's ball one.
And if he can get himself into a fastball count, don't be surprised if he has a big cut at something. Maybe try and break this tie ball game.
One-zero count. Here it is. Swung on and missed. 1-1. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball.
Yeah, and on 2-1 right now, you gotta figure this guy's wound up for the fastball here. Maybe you come with the breaking ball here out of the zone and hope he goes after it.
Set to deliver on 2-1. Could have been 3-1. Instead, it's 2-2. Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are two gone.
Well, the reason he's having the success he's had so far comes down to one main reason. He's changing speeds effectively. Now, you saw it in evidence right there. That's what you got to do to be a big-time pitcher.
Anthony Rizzo stands in now. Chop foul at the plate, strike one. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. slapped hard the opposite way. Leaps and makes a terrific catch. And with that, the side is retired. Get up there, big fella, and take away a hit at third. Back with more from Wrigleyville right after this. Espinoza heads for the box to start off the fifth in this one.
Well, they still don't have any runs on the board yet, so getting this leadoff man on base would be huge.
Right back at it now is Lackey as he gets ahead to start the frame. It's strike one. All right, 4 scoreless innings in the books. What's it going to take to push across our first run?
Well, I think both pitchers have really dominated so far. This is where getting the leadoff guy on is so key. You know, get the pitcher into the stretch, get him out of his comfort zone, then maybe your offense can go from there.
And he looks at a cold strike 3 as the cut fastball's in there, and that's out number 1.
I think we expected to see a well-pitched game coming in, and we got one. Starting to look like the team who scores first might be the one who wins.
Max Scherzer steps in for his second at-bat. A fielder's choice his first time around.
Wow, just not going his way right now. Slumping pretty hard. He just needs some solid contact to get that confidence going again.
Counts 1-0.
First offering to him stays upstairs. It's a ball and no strikes. That one will get out of play, and the count evens up at 1-1. Very high, 2-1. No runs, 5 hits, and no errors so far for the Nationals. Hit fairly well out towards straightaway center. And this is handled easily, so quickly 2 are gone here to start the fifth.
The first thing a pitcher does when he walks out of the tunnel here at Wrigley, he'll take a look at those flags and see which way they are blowing. I mean, this place, it can play like 2 totally separate ballparks from one day to the next.
Ben Revere steps in, working on a 1-for-2 game so far. Shot towards second, and this will get through into right, and he's aboard with a single.
Back into the stretch for him again as we take a look at his line so far. It's almost like he's kept that shutout going with smoke and mirrors because he's definitely given up his share of base runners. They just haven't amounted to anything so far.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Daniel Murphy. He singled his last time up. Lackey comes set, and the pitch. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Schwarber is in pursuit. He gets there to make the play, and that ends the inning. 1 left for Washington. Halfway home, still no score. Tommy La Stella comes to the plate as we get started here in the bottom of the fifth.
Absolutely nothing going on in this game so far, so let's see if the leadoff man can get something going.
Chop foul right at home plate. It's strike 1. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
And I'll tell you, being in a 2-strike hole is not the spot you want to be in against a guy like this.
And they'll try to tempt him with a curveball, but this bounces in front of the plate, and it's 1-2.
Yeah, that's the put-away curveball. A great pitch with 2 strikes. You start it in the zone and then let it work out and see if he'll chase.
Oh, a fastball swung on and missed, and for the second time today, he's gone on strikes. There's our line score through the first 4.5, and these guys have basically had the bats taken right out of their hands. Just 1 hit to this point. Chris Bryant is into the box. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
Well, and it was a good changeup that got him last time, and I wouldn't be surprised to see them try to work that off-speed stuff right back into their game plan here.
Here's the first pitch to him. And here's a fastball called for strike one. And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now.
Right back, same pitch, also knee high. He wasn't buying that one either. He's going to have to do something now. He's down 2 strikes.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. And he struck him out. Good pitch there as he registers his 8th punch out of the ball game. So still nothing against him on the scoreboard here in the 5th as we check out the league leaderboard for team ERA.
Yeah, and there you see where they rank in that stat category. When your team ERA is that low, it definitely takes the pressure off the offense a little bit. More importantly, it gives you a chance to win every single night.
Javier Baez is in with 2 away here as this one swung on and missed for the first strike.
Boy, we're well into this ball game now, and he's thrown 70% first pitch strikes to all the hitters he's faced. And when you can get ahead, your results are going to turn out well.
Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2. Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2. Strike 3 called, and the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. Back with more fun here on a Friday afternoon after this. Bryce Harper will stand in, and he'll lead off in the Washington 6th.
And this is a guy that can make a big change in this game with one swing of the bat because you know he has big-time power.
Hit well down the left field line, but back into the crowd foul. Hit high and deep to straightaway right field. Back goes Hayward. A leap, but he can't bring it back into the park. It's a home run. A solo home run off the bat of Bryce Harper. 8th home run on the season for him. As the Nationals strike first, it's 1-0.
About the only silver lining to this one from a defensive point of view is it came with the bases empty leading off an inning. You can survive it when this guy's hitting solo shots, but if he's doing this with 2 or 3 men on base, well, then things can really get out of hand in a hurry.
Here's Jason Worth as he swings and hits this one foul off to the right and out of play. Base is empty here with nobody out. Line to the right side, but this is gloved over there at first as he was in the right spot at the right time. 1 away.
He's been able to get outs when he needs them with that curveball, and there you see what his pitch breakdown has been so far.
Anthony Rendon digs in with 1 run in and 1 gone in the inning. And here's a swing and a foul ball as that was just wide of the bag. 1 out, nobody on. And he goes the other way, but he got a lot of it deep down the line. And it'll fade just at the end and winds up a long foul ball. Now the 0-2 pitch. And he wastes a fastball high there, 1-2. Not too many strikeouts on the ledger for him so far, but it hasn't really mattered.
Yeah, I think ideally you'd like to see him miss a few more bats, but as long as you're keeping guys off balance and you're letting your defense help you, you don't need to strike a ton of guys out to be successful.
Here's the pitch on 2-2. Now a swing and a ball lofted down the right field line and fairly deep. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
And right here, you've got the right fielder shading just a bit towards the alley. And I thought he'd have too far to go to get this ball, but he does close quickly out there, and he makes the play near the line.
Stepping in now, Clint Robinson. He pulls this one into right, and he'll break through with a solid knock here, his first of the ball game.
Well, if you're going to hook a curveball away, you've got to have strong hands. And you'll see, this swing breaks down a little bit, but look at him get those hands through, yank it to his pull side.
Here's the catcher, Wilson Ramos. Dribbled back toward the mound. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. But the Nationals do get a run on the Bryce Harper home run. On to the bottom of the 6th. It's now 1-0 Washington. David Ross will stand in now to lead, and he'll do so against a guy who's definitely in a groove out there.
Yeah, he struck out the side his last time through, and they've got to do something to get this guy out of the role that he's been on.
Now the Nats are going to get a left-hander up and throwing in the bullpen. Miguel Montero is going to come off the bench as he'll be asked to lead off the bottom of inning number 6.
Montero.
And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike 1. It appears safe to say now that that man right there has turned things around from his last start.
And it's a great sign, too, of exactly what you need to do. You have to have a short memory out there. But you're right. He's pitching with a lot more confidence in this outing.
Robinson is in his tracks now, and he's got it for the first out.
What a difference 5 days can make. He's been a totally different pitcher out there compared to his last start. The command is much better. The pitches are much sharper. Even the body language tells me he's got things under control.
And it appears as though we'll see a pinch hitter now as the switch hitter Ben Zobrist has grabbed a bat and moved into the on-deck circle.
Zobrist.
Very weakly on the ground. Foul ball, however, strike 1. Pulled high in the air out to right field. And this will be just what the manager ordered as he's off the bench with extra bases. And he's in there safely. He's got a double.
Well, neither offense has really made a huge impact so far, but finally maybe a little sign of life. He drives this ball for 2 bases, and even though they've had trouble scoring runs, they're not out of this thing by a long shot. A couple more of these could get them right back into it.
And some action out in that Washington bullpen now as we see both a left-hander and a right-hander throwing. Here's Dexter Fowler now as Scherzer's able to move ahead of him with strike 1. For Zobrist, he picks up double number 2 on the year. Runner at second here with one man out. Ball one. Down low, 2 balls and a strike. The 2-1 pitch is a fastball swung on and missed. 2-2. Fought off at the plate, and we'll do it again. Trying to strike him out for the second time. And he struck him out. The 10th victim set down on strikes thus far. All right, folks, montage alert. Here you get a look at his performance so far. 10 strikeouts for him in the ball game as he continues to just plow right through this lineup one after another. Here's Jason Hayward now, as he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. That man's team has definitely shot itself in the foot with all the strikeouts so far.
It seems like it's been a growing trend so far, but man, you've just got to be able to put the ball in play when you've got runners in scoring position.
Trying to hold the lead. And this is high, a ball and a strike. Two out here and a runner at second. Good change of speeds, but he lays off 2-1. A little early, and now it's even at 2-2. Scherzer comes set. Here's the 2-2. Right side. Robinson gloves it. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. One left for the Cubs. They trail this one 1-0. Welcome back here to the historic friendly confines of Wrigley Field. Nationals on top in this one as we get ready for the 7th, but first let's check out the game summary to see how we got here. Miguel Montero will stay in the ball game as he'll likely do the catching from here out.
Now catching, number 47, Miguel Montero.
Trevor Cahill is on to pitch now as he'll take over to start inning number 7.
Trevor Cahill.
Danny Espinoza will stand in here to start the 7th in a game that's been sailing along to this point.
Yeah, good thing we don't get paid by the hour, man. This game has flown by.
Gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. The windup and the 0-1. Try to bunt his way on base here, but this will roll foul. 0-2 count and the pitch. Now a changeup locks him up as he looks at strike 3 called. 1 away.
This is a big inning here. You're down only one with the heart of the order coming up next time you get in, so that's a good first step.
Max Scherzer will stand in. He flew out his last time up. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Sinker to open the AB in there for strike one. Swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. On the ground to the right side. Rizzo is there. And he'll take this to the bag himself, and there are two away now.
Center fielder number 9, Ben Revere.
Ben Revere ready for another at-bat now. He's 2 for 3 so far.
Yeah, and you can bet he'd love to get himself that third hit. Those are the kind of games that puts a little extra pep in your step.
Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. Goes the other way, and this is in the air out to left. Will reach out with one hand to make the catch on the move, and that ends the inning. Nationals gone in order, but they hold a 1-0 lead. Kyle Schwarber will stand in, and he, like so many others, hitless in the ballgame so far.
Well, we've been talking about it a lot, but this offense is just getting shut down right now. And we've seen some really fantastic pitching in this one.
A little bouncer. But that one rolls foul. Hit hard, but just fouled, and that was just about extra bases. Scherzer into the windup. Here's the 0-2. A little bit off the outside. It's 1-2.
Maybe a good opportunity here to show him a changeup. Give him a different look.
And he struck him out. And there's strikeout number 11 in the ball game.
Here's a look at his pitches by inning so far. That last one was number 84, so they're getting near the point where they'll need to start keeping tabs on him.
Anthony Rizzo steps in, working on a 1-for-2 game so far. He's ready. Here's the first offering. I had him guessing that time as he's barely able to foul it away. Now the 0-1. Swing and a miss on the slider, and he's quickly behind 0-2.
Boy, it's the 7th inning. It looks like he's just jumped into the ball game. A strikeout to start things, and now an 0-2 count.
Now a fastball here that'll wisely lay off, and it's 1-2.
On 0-2, if that's a curveball, a changeup, a sinker, then maybe you get a guy to chase. But it's much easier to lay off a pitch down there when it's a straight fastball.
Ready to deliver the 1-2. Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. And he's just rolling right now, and even dozen strikeouts for him in the ballgame.
Huh. He's making quick work of the middle of this lineup. Back-to-back strikeouts against their number 3 and 4 hitters.
Matt Caesar will pinch hit here, and he's the potential tying run.
Number 20, Matt Caesar.
And that misses for ball one. Chop fouled over towards the coaching box. That one finds the target on the outer half. It's 1-2. I'll tell you, he's been living on that corner all afternoon.
And you can tell guys at the plate, they're starting to get frustrated. He just hasn't made many mistakes at all. And when he has, they've been out of the zone.
Oh, almost caught looking to end the inning, but it's called ball. 2-2.
Yeah, I think you have to ask yourself, was he trying to throw a fastball for a strike right there? Or was he just trying to set me up for that changeup away?
And that's swung on and fouled straight back. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. It remains 1-0. Travis Wood will come on in relief now as he'll make his 10th appearance of the season.
37, Travis Wood.
Daniel Murphy will start things off here for Washington with Bryce Harper on deck due to hit second.
Well, you know, he's been on base twice in this one already, so let's see if he can do it again.
Chop foul over towards the dugout. Wood's ready. Here's the 0-1. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now. 0-2. And he swings and pops it foul behind the plate. 1 away.
Now batting.
Pitching certainly has been on display in this one, and there's the evidence of it right there. 1-0 our score, as there are an awful lot of zeros on that line score to this point. Bryce Harper will stand in again as we take you back to earlier in the ball game. This one swing here has been the entire offense to this point, as this home run accounted for the only run they've tallied so far. And he got him out in front that time. Strike one.
Getting that first pitch strike is so important against a guy like this. You have to be able to work ahead in the count and not let him dictate the at-bat.
And that misses downstairs for a ball. 1-1. Bases are empty. 1 man out. Hot shot down the line. And a sliding try there at third, but it skips by him. A base hit.
Yeah, and plenty of hits here so far, but not a lot to show for it in the run column. Maybe this can help turn that around as they get a man on here with just 1 away.
Jason Worth digs in now after lining out in his last try.
Yeah, he was right on the off-speed stuff and hit it well, but just didn't have any luck. It's going to be interesting to see if they stay with more fastballs right here.
Hit down the third base line. There's one. On to Rizzo, but a little slow in developing as they'll just get the 1 out.
Now batting, third baseman, Anthony Rendon.
Anthony Rendon will stand in. He flew out his last time up. And that's inside for a ball, 1-0.
That's a pitch you have to lay off right there. That tight slider busting down and out of the zone, all that can do is tie you up.
One 1-0 pitch on the way. And, ooh, looked like a definite pitcher's pitch there on the inside, 1-1.
Yeah, there's a good one right there, right over the top. And just fire that thing in there.
Here's the ball hit high in the air and fairly deep toward the right field corner. Long run, but he gets there to track this one down, and a very nicely recorded out number 3. Nationals leave one, but they're on top 1-0. Leading off, Chris Bryant. And they'll need him to get something going here.
Well, it's a close ball game, but it's starting to get late, so they need to get at least one back here in this inning.
Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Here comes the first pitch. Hit hard on the ground towards second. Played on the backhand. And the throw to first is in time. One gone.
Yeah, he just keeps rolling right along. Shutout intact as you get a look at his line so far. Through 7 1/3 innings now, they have just not been able to mount any type of offense against him at all.
Javier Baez stands into the box. He's 0 for 2 so far in this one. There's a strike at the knees, 0-1.
Well, he's really kept himself in the game here by throwing first pitch strikes to about 70% of the batters he's faced. That's kept him in the ball game and kept his team in the ball game.
One out, nobody on. Oh, and you talk about a pitcher getting the benefit of the doubt. That's low, but called a strike anyway. 0-2 now.
Huh. He's feeling it now. I mean, this is turning into a clinic out there.
The 0-2 delivery. And they'll try to bounce a curveball on 0-2, but he holds back. It's 1-2 now. Fouled back. And he is down on strikes again. So get your hats out. That's the 3rd strikeout of the game.
Can't ask for much more out of a starting pitcher. Working on a 2-hit shutout right now.
Miguel Montero will stand in now with 2 away, trying to avoid another 1-2-3 inning.
Yeah, this has been total domination these past few innings. They haven't been able to mount any kind of threat whatsoever.
Montero waits. Now the pitch. And this will be fouled away. 0-1. Here it comes. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Revere is after it. He's there to make the play, and that'll retire the side. Cubs are down in order. They're down 1-0. Kicking off the top of the 9th, Clint Robinson, as they'll look for some added insurance before the bottom half of the inning.
Robinson.
swung on and chopped up the middle. Baez has it. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the ninth inning gets underway.
And that's a good guy to take care of on one pitch, especially on a swing like that.
Wilson Ramos stands into the box. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. This is hit down the right field line, but it's going to get out of play for strike one. Wood gets the sign. Here it is on 0-1. And boy, was he ever fooled on that pitch. It's 0-2 now. Hard hit ball towards the hole, and call that a nice clean base hit, his first of the game.
Well, for all the hits these guys have, they absolutely should have more than one run. And it's about time they started to take advantage of all these base runners.
In now, Danny Espinosa. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Yeah, and hopefully he got that out of his system. They really need him to come through right here.
Pause, now the pitch. And he starts the number 8 hitter with a strike, 0-1. And that'll get down for a base hit.
Yeah, they tried to go inside again. I like the call, but this time he was ready for it. He drives this one for a solid base hit.
Michael Taylor will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 3, Michael Taylor.
Cubs have someone working in their bullpen now as a right-hander's begun to get loose. Cut fastball inside, ball 1. Nail-biting time now in that third base dugout.
Well, things are starting to spiral here, and you've got to make sure this doesn't spin completely out of control.
Rocket to third. And he will not come up with that one as that shoots right on by him, a base hit. But the throw will be well up the line as he scores easily. Ben Revere will stand in. He flew out his last time up.
And that's just not really his game. Anytime he keeps it on the ground, he's got a pretty good chance of beating out a hit.
The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0.
Well, you know, 3 straight hits are bad enough, but now he's making things even worse by falling behind the next guy.
Not quite reaching 90 with the fastball, but it's 1-1 now. Runners are at second and third with 1 down. And he comes back with a fastball, 1-2 now.
Nothing fancy. 3 fastballs so far in this at-bat. He could go just about anywhere from here.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Late making contact on that swing, and will do it again on 1-2. Fly ball out toward left center field. Schwarber sprinting after it, makes the catch, but the runner from third breaks for home. And he'll make it in to score. It's a sac fly and an RBI, and it's now a 3-0 ball game.
Could be a big insurance run right there. You'll take anything you can get at this point, and that pushes a lead up to 3, so he'll be getting some high fives in that dugout.
Now at the plate, Daniel Murphy. He's 2 for 4 in the ballgame. And a fastball's in there for strike 1.
And we all know that this guy doesn't really have the velocity to get it past a whole lot of major league hitters. So he's got to rely on that location, in and out, up and down, and that was perfect right there.
Hit hard toward the right side. And a little self-preservation down at first as he pulls that one in to end the inning. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. On now to the bottom of inning number 9. Nationals on top, 3-0. Jonathan Papelbon is on now to try to close things down here in the 9th.
Number 58, Jonathan Papelbon.
Striding in to start the 9th, Ben Zobrist, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
And so far in this one, they're still getting shut out. So this leadoff at bat could be huge if he can just get on base, because they've been held in check all game.
Starts things with a splitter outside for ball 1. Look out, 2-0 now. I don't think he liked that pitch much at all.
I don't blame him. That looked a little fishy right there.
Late swing on the hitter's count. Still a good count for him now, however, at 2-1. Here's a big swing and a miss on the fastball, 2-2.
Well, you get the sense that what they need is one big hit from anybody in the lineup. If they could get one, it could get them right back in this game, because right now they just seem out of it.
He's ready with the 2-2 pitch. And he misses this one inside, and that'll run things full 3-2.
And there you see the leadoff man on deck, and you know they'd love to get someone on base when this lineup turns over.
Crowd gets up for the 3-2. And could this be the start? It's a long way back, but the leadoff man is on base to start their final set of at-bats.
Yeah, nothing on the scoreboard yet, so maybe this can be a start as he's on base to lead off the inning.
Dexter Fowler will stand in, and they've done a good job keeping him off base at the top of the lineup. He's 0 for 3 thus far.
Yeah, guys, not really providing the spark that they usually hope to get out of him. Maybe he can make something happen right here.
And he gets a piece here as this ball is fouled away. Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1. Set and the 1-1 pitch. And not a real good cut at that slider, and he's behind 1-2. Chop foul at the plate. It'll remain 1-2. Ready on 1-2. And he struck him out. And there's the hat trick, as that's his 3rd strikeout of the ball game.
Oh, and that's a sweet pitch right there. You know, on the mound, there's very few things that can happen negatively with this location. I mean, you're either going to swing and miss, you foul it off, or you hit it into the ground where it becomes a double play. But I'm sure on the mound, you'll take the strikeout.
Here's Jason Hayward now, as he'll swing and miss at a first pitch slider at strike one. Max Scherzer in line for the victory, barring a late collapse here. Runners on first with one down. Addison Russell will come on now and pinch run here.
Number 27, Addison Russell.
Now a throw over to first. Oh, and it froze him, and they got him.
Well, when you're down by 3, I think you need to be a little more careful over there. This is a really bad time to be giving away outs on the base pass. He's got to be smarter.
And this is swung on and missed, so the Cubs are down to their final strike here.
And you can't afford to be doing that when you're playing catch-up.
2 out, nobody on. Now a swing and a miss on a pitch that tied him up in knots, and the ball game is over.
Good work here out of the bullpen, and he's into double digits now. That's his 10th save here on the season.
This one, definitely a low-scoring affair as we get one last look at our final line score. Well, you always hope to get a good outing from your starting pitcher, but this man went above and beyond in this one. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, really a dominating performance out there. Look at all the strikeouts. I mean, they just couldn't touch him.
So that's a wrap here this afternoon. For EK, Psycho, and the rest of our crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, log on to theshownation.com. Washington is victorious in this one, 3-0. So long from Wrigleyville.
The final line score for our ball game this afternoon. For the victorious Washington Nationals, 3 runs, 12 hits, no errors. They left 9 runners on base. For the Cubs, no runs on only 2 hits, no errors. They left 2 men on base. The winning pitcher is Max Scherzer. His record is now 2-3. The save to Jonathan Papelbon, his 10th. The loss goes to John Lackey. He falls to 2-4. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 39 minutes. A reminder that extra southbound CTA Red Line trains will be available at the Addison Street Station, 1 block east of Wrigley Field. Northbound passengers are asked to board at the Sheridan Station. Post-game bus service will also be available on the 8 Halstead, 22 Clark, 152 Addison, and the 154 Wrigley Field Express routes.